All right, the blood moon is out, and I'm excited to talk about Survivor season number 50. How do you say 50 in Spanish, Daniel?
Oh, 50.
Wow, that's very fast. You were on it.
Mm-hmm.
Very impressed. Are you excited to talk about this three tribal council episode of Survivor?
Yeah, I'm excited to talk about it with you, sure. There was a lot going on, but it's new era Survivor. I still have the same complaints I always have, and I feel like people are bored of listening to me.
Oh,
So get excited about it because I want maybe people are enjoying watching Survivor, and I I'm glad we have you on the show as a counterpoint.
I don't feel like I love this season, like this season, any more than
Come
you.
on.
I feel like we both like this season, no?
I like the season, but I'm getting frustrated the last few episodes.
I mean, this wasn't great, but we knew we had to get the numbers right
They
somehow.
we should have just done more double tribals before the merge. Like no one was asking for this. And
No,
the we didn't even see how they were cut up into the five tribes, the five people,
it was
you
a
know.
2 hour long episode as well. We couldn't even see
Yeah,
that.
I would have liked that. That would have helped the narrative along. But I mean, I guess they drew rocks. Someone mentions that at some point. We didn't see it.
Should
Um,
have seen it.
I people the people who went home this week are in a tough position. You okay over there?
Dude, did that make a lot of noise?
A lot of noise.
Damn.
Yeah. Um, and you know, it is what it is. Like it didn't upset me much. It's just sort of like I don't understand why Survivor doesn't trust that Survivor is a good game. Survivor the show does not trust that Survivor the game works on its own.
Yeah.
There's just too much bullshit going on.
But I guess the question with this twist is would you rather it not exist and them have started the game with uh 20 people or 22
No,
people?
I'd rather have done a couple more double tribals before because we have a three tribe format and we could just send the two teams that don't win to tribal.
Yeah, but they wanted to ease us into it. The first couple of weeks, we only lose one person besides the Kyle thing.
I
I kind of
I
like that more. I wouldn't have liked to lose two people so
or
soon.
or how about
I don't like this.
make it 39 days
All right.
and vote
I thought you
people.
weren't going to complain about everything you already complained about.
No, I have to. I'm
Mm.
sorry. I simply must this week. I thought the twist was stupid. It is what it is. Like whatever. I'll keep going on the season, and I'm
You love
curious to
who
see
got
what
voted out.
happens. I no, I don't.
Hell yeah, Camilla's gone.
Oh, I was fine with Camilla going, and who was the first one that went?
Exactly, Genevieve.
Genevieve. But like the circumstances of them getting voted out isn't fun for me. Like I don't think they're the two most fascinating characters in the world, but they're good Survivor players, and because of circumstances, they were like an easy vote. And I obviously wasn't happy to see Colby go, one of my all-time favorite Survivor players, who was in probably the best position he's had in the game since the Australian Outback.
Besides the
And
fact he would have been medevac the next day.
you don't know that.
Okay. He did exit interviews are not canon, as Stephen Fishback has always said. But he did say, I feel like I would have been medevac the next day.
Okay, but we don't know that he would have been.
I feel like he would have been. And he feels like he would have been. And so did Camilla and Dee. The only one who didn't was Sari. And Sari is a nurse, but she's not a doctor.
All right.
She doesn't know about like feet injuries. She's like a neonatal. She's like an OBGYN. She deals with babies, no?
I think Suri is saying that because I don't know that that's the nurse perspective. I think that's the having been on Survivor for the last 20 years perspective. Colby is a huge character in Survivor history. They're not going to send him home if they don't absolutely have to. And
I don't think that's how they
Colby,
make their decisions on medevacs. They weren't like, Kyle, you're disposable. You can go home.
no, Kyle was he fucked up his Achilles. Like Colby, he might have like tore a tendon in his foot or something. I don't know.
That's pretty bad.
It's
He
not
said it
that.
was getting worse every day. It happened on the Zach Brown challenge. That was two weeks ago at this point. 3 weeks, whatever, how many weeks ago that was.
All right, whatever.
I
But
think
like
that was the smart move.
he didn't deserve.
Keep the
I'm not.
hurt
I
person.
think. Yeah, I think so too, actually. But he didn't deserve to go home like this, and he certainly didn't deserve to go home with no vote because nobody should ever not have a vote on Survivor. That
Genevieve
shouldn't be a
gave
thing.
up her vote to play her shot in the dark.
Yeah, that's a whole
Think she shouldn't
nother
have done that?
can of worms.
It is. It, that'd be a good reward. Here's a can of worms. Eat it.
Or you can watch the Disney Channel movie.
Can of worms?
Yeah.
Huh. What do you think about firstly when you think hear or see a can of worms?
What?
When you hear or see a can of worms, what do you think about?
Disney Channel.
Oh, okay. I think about the boogeyman, the wrestler. He would always come
Oh,
out with a big
sure.
can of worms.
Yeah, and he put them in his mouth.
Ew. Was it real worms?
I think it was.
Oh man. Who was that guy? Was that guy ever be a real wrestler? Was he
He
ever
was sort of
himself?
no, he was just like a gimmick wrestler, but he was
Always.
great. Yeah.
He is one of the better ones, yeah. But so we merged. Did you notice the merge name we've got here?
No.
It's Manu Levu. I don't know how you say that, but it's MANULEVU, all one word.
Why?
I don't know why, but I noticed when we came back from commercial, it said Manu Levu, day,
I
whatever.
did notice that they had named the tribe off screen, but why is everything off
I
screen?
don't know. Can't answer that one.
They why are the do they have 2 hour episodes and everything is off screen?
You had to get 10 minutes of Jeff going through the Applebee's menu. Cut that, by the way.
Well, look, maybe they have to have that in the show for whatever
Yeah, I know they
licensing
do,
deal
but
they
fuck
did for
that.
Applebee's. But maybe the explanation of a blood moon didn't have to go on for 10 minutes.
But that was like equal to the Applebee's menu. Like those that shouldn't be that. Like I know we got to get the rules. Like in every movie that has sponsorship, they don't also be like, "Oh wow, you got the Big Mac? I thought about getting the Big Mac, but wasn't so sure I could handle all
Yeah,
the
but it's a
calories."
reality show, man. I mean, there's so much Applebee's glazing in this episode. Like,
On the
I
challenge, it's not like that. He's just TJ's just like, "Go watch The Running Man. It's in theaters. Glenn Powell's in it."
yeah,
It's not 10 minutes long of him explaining.
I don't know how it works. I don't know how much money Applebee's is pouring into this season, but
You have to assume a lot
you have to assume a lot because they
because it's
got
their 10th season doing
you
it.
got their logo involved. You got a full reading of the menu by Jeff Probst. You got
You saw it spread out.
yeah, they had the cast members referring to each item of food by its actual menu name and drink. And they even had Chrissy say eating good in the neighborhood.
She thought she crushed that joke.
She did. And
Hey
it wasn't
guys, guess what we're doing? Guess what
it
we're
wasn't
doing?
even a joke. Chrissy said that, and I said out loud, "Good job, Chrissy! Like you got something on air."
would would you have known that was Applebee's if we weren't watching the Applebee's reward and that slogan
I
came
don't
out?
know that
Because
I
I don't
would
think we could
have.
have.
Yeah, I don't know that I would have.
Yeah, but
I don't mind Applebee's, but
no, it's fine.
it's not.
It's pretty good.
It's
I've
like
been in a long
probably
time.
the fourth best of those kinds of places.
You'd rather like Olive Garden and stuff like that.
I don't, not Olive Garden.
Chili's, is that
I'd
like
much
Applebee's?
rather eat at a Chili's. Yes,
Okay. What else is like it?
maybe a Pizzeria Uno,
TGI Fridays, is that like
maybe a
that?
TGI
What was
Fridays.
the one you said?
Yes, Pizzeria Uno. Do they not have that in Alabama?
I don't think I've heard of that one.
Yeah,
But pizzeria, that's the same thing. You don't have pizza at Applebee's.
it's like it's exactly like those places. You can just get pizza there. I've never ordered pizza at a Pizzeria Uno.
No, but that's their Uno option.
I
You
guess
should try
so.
it. It's probably really good. It's not called
No,
pasta Uno.
no, I used to go and get like buffalo wings or something.
No. Okay. Um. All right. I want to say, by the way, that this is our 16th shot in the dark played. It's a lot of shot in the dark. Do you remember the last time we played
Not
a shot in the dark?
safe.
Not safe. I
I
thought she
don't
might be
know.
safe.
I don't understand why you don't see Shot in the Darks played every episode.
Well, you got to give up your vote. That's an important thing.
I guess.
And you only get
Um,
one per season. Each player only gets one per season. I feel like you might
I
forget about that
know.
part.
I know.
Do you remember the last time it was used though? Shot in the dark?
No.
Not last season, 49, but 48. Mary. Remember Mary?
Asian girl.
Yeah, when she got voted out, David stood up and like gave her like sign of respect. He just like stood
David.
up and put his hand behind his back. He was like a real muscular guy. He's like, I drink a gallon of milk every day. Oh, he lived in
Oh,
it. He
that
lived outside in
guy.
a trailer outside his dad's
Yeah, yeah,
house.
yeah. He we couldn't figure out whether he was still with his girlfriend or trying
Right.
to win her back. Or yeah, yeah.
Right.
There's a lot
Yeah.
going on with him.
Conflicting confessionals from him
Yeah.
about that. But remember that part where he's like, I live outside my dad's house. And Kyle, that was like Kyle's worst moment. Kyle was like, oh, that's awesome, man. And he's like, no, that's not
What are
awesome.
you
What?
talking about? I'm telling you about how my life sucks.
Yeah, that was a really bad Kyle
Yeah.
moment. But anywho, so let's talk about some of these players here. Players.
Man, they're
Is that
not
one of your favorite
players.
things?
They're just fucking pawns on the chessboard of fucking Jeff Probst and his
No, we got a lot
twist
of
machine.
players. You got D. By the way, how awesome is D? I'm serious. She's just the best. She delivers in every aspect of Survivor
Oh my god.
and reality TV. If you watch the challenge, she just delivers all over.
I don't know.
So
She clearly gives you like a really solid boner.
a happy.
Yeah, yeah. She doesn't quite do that for me. So
That's crazy.
I appreciate her as a character, but I'm not gonna sit here and like wax philosophical over how amazing D is.
I will. I will wax on and I'll wax off.
Okay. And whack off.
Hey, hey. But I think she could have won the immunity challenge if she didn't have to outlast everybody. Like her whole group dropped like so soon. And I think her mentality switched from I have to outlast everybody to holy shit, I can just win immunity right now. And then everyone dropped and she was like, all right, I've won. I'm just gonna give up. Like she abandoned thinking about winning the whole challenge. I think if
Who
she needed to,
cares? Who needs to win the whole challenge? It's just for Applebee's.
right, that's what I'm saying. I just think she
You
could
can
have
be
if she
home
needed
in
to.
2 weeks. You could go to a TGI Fridays.
Yeah, with your new $1 million.
Yeah.
By the way, why isn't this season worth $2 million? Remember Winners at War was worth $2 million?
Good point.
Like, and
Well,
if anything, they didn't
the
need 2 million. They already had
show's
1 million.
the
The
show's
winners.
so fucking cheap now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We paid. I guess they don't pay Zach Brown, do they? He just comes on his own.
No, but we got half our budget, I think, from Applebee's this week.
Really? Half of it?
Yeah.
Yeah. We won't talk about how they film at the same place. We won't
They
do
film
that.
at
I
the same
promise. We won't do that.
place.
We
It's
won't do that.
26 days. Every challenge is exactly fucking the
No, it's
same.
not. This was way different.
No, no. Every fucking uh tribe challenge is do a bunch of shit, then do a puzzle. And every individual challenge is here's a thing, stand on it.
Or that plus like hold something and balance that.
Right. Right.
But this was the Coach Wade. We got a flashback.
Yeah.
By the way, what did Jeff call it? Uh, the Jeff called it the monastic approach.
Yeah.
It's called the martyr approach, Jeff.
Oh,
He
interesting.
also pronounced it the monastic approach. I really
Well,
enjoyed that.
Jeff ain't great
The monastic
these
approach.
days.
I like that moment. I don't know. But so we'll start with Aubrey. We got some stuff on Aubrey. Aubrey won the battle, her versus Genevieve. How you feel about that?
Okay.
I was rooting for Genevieve. But I knew
I
once she was swapped with Rick and Christian, it was like, all right, game over
yeah.
for Genevieve.
Yeah. I kind of always knew Aubrey was gonna win that. Just based on the edit. But I don't know. There's barely any Aubrey on the show.
Yeah, yeah. Genevieve was right though. Remember when Genevieve predicted Aubrey had the idol? I think that
Yeah.
was confirmation, by the way, that they edited that out of order because they tried to play that like that was right before Aubrey got the idol, and then after that, Aubrey like checks her bag and has the idol, and she's like, "Oh, I have the thing," and they play it like they were a day early or something. But I think this proves that they edited that out of order. So I thought that was a kind of weird thing to do.
Genevieve was like, yeah, I said that on like day 1 or 2 or whatever. And then they cut to the flashback of her saying that. And it says day 5.
Did she say day one or two?
Yeah.
I think it wasn't day one. Like the person had to find it and then also send it to them. That all didn't happen on one day, right?
I guess not.
But it was Christian and Rick that found it, that one. So they are the idle hounds. That's what they kept calling Rick. So and then Aubrey's secret, her thing about her idol, everybody finds out about it. Was that a mistake by Suri? Is Suri like kind of sloppy this season?
Absolutely not. Suri is amazing. And I thought Suri was the player with the most agency of anybody this entire episode.
No. How,
What do you
how
mean no?
she was like in the group with Dee and Emily, and they like included her as the third person to vote out coach. Dee had the like the people that won immunity had the most
Yeah,
influence.
but then they included her as the third person to vote out coach, and then they ultimately voted out Colby on her suggestion.
That's what I meant to say, actually. Yeah, they did, but that people, I think people just give in to Suri a little bit.
That's good gameplay. She got them to vote out the person she wanted to see go, and there was something else earlier with Suri.
That's not always the best thing.
What else was the big Suri thing this week?
Well, her thing with Rizzo and Ozzy.
Oh, that too. Yeah, yeah. Oh, and Ozzy gets to go to Exile Island and bring someone with him.
But the thing
And
specifically, she let it go that Aubrey had the idol. Why'd she do that?
who cares?
Aubrey's someone she played like a full season with.
She's not playing this season with her.
I mean, they are kind of. Aubrey's in the alliance with like Christian and Rick and Emily, and that's the alliance that Suri is working with.
Yeah, but she doesn't want Aubrey to have too much power. I'm fine with it. She got Colby to go home over Coach, and she got Ozzy to take Rizzo to Exile Island, which is what she wanted. Everything Suri wants happens.
I think everyone this season, I'm like not as impressed with Suri.
You're, I mean, this is a bad take from you.
I just don't get it. I think everyone. I think it's that thing
The
that
guy who's sitting here glazing D and Camilla, like it doesn't think Suri is a great Survivor
because
player.
you shit on them all the time. You don't see any value in them.
I think Suri is on
And then
a
Suri,
complete different universe.
it's that thing that Christian said episode one where they voted out Jenna Lewis, where he's like, "Let's do this season. Let's do the narrative that we want to tell. Survivor is all about narratives. Let's tell the story we want to tell." And I think that's what this season is. I think a lot of people are just doing what Suri wants. They're like, we love Suri. We're just gonna listen to Suri.
How is that not good gameplay?
She's just living on reputation.
So
That's
if you
what I'm
have it,
saying.
use it.
And she's using it, but she's not breaking out any new tricks.
I want to hang up right now.
I do too,
That's
honestly.
how fucking bored I am with this conversation.
Same, honestly.
All right.
Uh So anything about Coach?
Uh, it's whatever. They're stringing him along. He's a goof. He's not a player.
No, no.
I mean, I love it's fun. He's funny. I was like, when it was gonna be Coach or Colby, I didn't want either one of them to go home because I love Colby and Coach makes me laugh. But uh, he has no shot of like winning
That's what I
ever.
said last week, and you were like, "No, he has a great shot." I said he was drawing dead, and you were like, "No, no, he doesn't."
All right, well now I agree with you.
Also, look at the people. I feel like that group. There are nine of like the nerdy people, and like five of the strong people. I thought it was going to be a lot closer than that, but they have Coach, Joe, Jonathan, Chrissy, and Stephanie versus Sari, Rizzo, Ozzy, Emily, Christian, Rick, Aubrey, D, and Tiffany.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm really hoping they just eat the strong people and then one of those nerds can win. That'd be really satisfying. And then vote out Tiffany because we don't really need her.
No, I want one of those. I want one of the strong people.
What?
I'm rooting for
Jonathan
Steph.
or Joe
I'm
or
rooting for Stephanie.
that's the craziest thing you've had said all season. She hates Jewish people. Of all the people, if you had to do a draft of people that hate Jewish people the most, she would be the first pick.
I don't think she'd be the first
It
pick.
would be first, if not her.
Hitler.
I mean, of the cast, not of all time.
Yeah, she'd probably be first. But I don't know. That would be a satisfying ending to the season for me. Stephanie LaGrossa with $1 million.
I think satisfying enough was her winning beating everybody in the challenge. Like her whole thing, her first
That was
season was
great.
that she lost every challenge and her tribe kept losing. And then here she beat 16 other people or however many other people without Ozzy and Rizzo.
She was
Or
always good
7
at the
people.
challenges, though. The losses were never her fault. It was
No,
always like Ibrahim fucked up or James,
James.
my stuff.
I was trying to remember what his thing was that
Yeah.
Josh Wigler always did. My stuff. So I don't know. Also, I really don't think that they did the right thing voting out Colby. He was gonna be medevac. Well, look at him walking around camp. I don't see how you can see him walk around camp. He walks to Jeff to get his torch snuffed, and he's like, "Here you go, Jeff. Here's my torch." And he's like hobbling up to Jeff. I don't know.
I don't
Anyway,
know. He survived in the challenge for a little while. He wasn't the first one out.
but when he fell, I thought he was getting medevac. Then he falls, and he's like, "Oh, my leg! Oh
Yeah.
my
He
god!"
felt pretty rough.
I was like, "Oh shit, there's Colby."
Yeah. He had to throw up a thumbs up.
I'm good. You good, Donaldson? You good down there?
Mm.
I thought we got when he got voted out. It made me really sad. He was like, for the last time, Donaldson. He like planted his flag. Colby's never coming back.
Yeah.
Why would we do
Mm.
that?
Colby might have said that himself at some point. Like he certainly presented it that way in his like final words or whatever. Like I came out one more time in my 50s. I wanted to do it again. And I'm glad to hear he had fun because notoriously he fucking hated heroes versus villains. Like that
Yeah.
experience was super not fun for him at all.
Mm-hmm.
Um, he loved his first experience in Australia. I remember hearing him say he had fun on All Stars. Like he never really uh latched onto the game element, but like he just had fun out there hanging out with like Ethan or whatever. So he's a
Mm-hmm.
Jew lover. And he hated heroes versus villains. So it
Is
was
Jerry Jewish?
she
Jerry
looks like
Manson?
she could be, but I don't think she is. And yeah. So it was honestly kind of heartwarming to hear like that he had a great time out there this season. I'm really happy for him.
Same. I agree. Didn't really. I guess it looked like he was having enough fun. It's like we didn't get enough.
Well, we don't get enough of anybody because we're too busy doing a bunch of
I feel
bullshit.
like
I
we got
don't know.
enough Charlie.
Yeah, I feel like the only person we're really we're like I'm like,
I'm
aren't we?
good.
Yeah, Christian.
Christian.
And I like
Christian.
Christian, but like nice. But we've just seen so much of him.
We really have. In this episode, we got like we got like a confessional, and then it stopped, and then there was like a new confessional from Christian right after, and I was like, "Whoa, we double Christian confessional."
He gets to narrate pretty
He's
much
good at it,
anything that's going
but a
on.
lot of these people are good at it. Like, are you going to tell me that Emily's not giving the same good stuff,
Yeah, yeah.
or like even Suri or Killa Camilla? That one sucked the most.
No, Colby
But
sucked the most.
I gotta say, good. I was so fine with Colby because I was like either he gets voted out tonight or he goes home tomorrow, and I didn't really care either way. So, but Camilla, but I do think that Jonathan made a good move. Good job for Jonathan.
I agree.
So that was
Yeah,
like,
let's talk about the actual move. Like, I mean, you're upset Camilla went home because you like Camilla, but like from a Jonathan perspective, I'm impressed.
but that's a move where you're like down to the end and you need a vote to win. He did that all in the hopes of winning the game, and now he's in a spot where like D's gonna yell at him, and now he's in a group of 5 people where he can easily be the target.
I don't think Jonathan's drawn dead. I
I don't
think
think he's John
Jonathan
dead.
could win this season.
I think so too, but he clearly did that as only a move to get jury votes, and that's a long ways out to be thinking that way. But that was his problem last season. Is like when you come into the game as a returning player, you try to fix the wrong of last season. And his whole thing last season was, I played awesome and made it to the end, and that was easy, but I would have never won. So that's
Right.
all he's thinking about this season, really.
Well, you got to. Everyone's got scars from the previous seasons or whatever. Um, I don't remember what I was going to say. Go on.
About Jonathan and
I
Camilla.
I guess.
Oh, okay. Um, I wanted to say though about Colby that I brought up at the start of the season that I was so excited to see him write his triangle A. Like if he's writing Daniel, he would write D triangle
Hmm.
in IEL. And then he lost his vote to Savannah in that Jenga thing, like episode one, and then
Never
he
got
never
to vote.
voted. That
Yeah.
was so sad. What the hell? Fuck that. But so anyway, and he told everybody when he left, he said, find the joy in the game. Find the joy in the game. So that was interesting. So D, we don't talk about D. Anything on My Emily?
Um, my dad doesn't like her.
Why not?
I don't.
He already
He
has
was
his Emily.
he loved the that really emotional tribal council where like Suri and Colby were like crying and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And when she got up to vote, my dad goes, "I don't think you'll ever see her show any emotion like that."
You might be right.
No,
So what?
I don't know, I just thought it was funny.
That's funny. Also, D was crying when Colby got voted out. Cut to D, like, oh,
Yeah, yeah,
I love all this we're getting from D this season. We really didn't get that her first. She was such like a. We compare someone to a Terminator. I think maybe we compare Genevieve to a Terminator, but D her
yeah,
first season was a Terminator, and this season we're getting a lot of emotion from D.
yeah. She sort of was on the challenge too. Not much emotion there. Like she was
Even her
playing.
romances were unemotional.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
She's crazy. Um, So Emily also the first one out in the immunity challenge of everybody of all the 15 people. Emily first out. That's not good for her.
Flipping.
Yeah, flipping. Haven't heard that in a couple weeks.
You
Nobody's
can't
called her
trust
Emily
her.
flipping.
You can't trust her. Flip is right in the name.
Well, she did say Ozzy tells her and Christian about his idol, and they both say they're going to keep it a secret. And we didn't see her tell anybody. So
Yeah, yeah, that one might have worked.
yeah, so far. Genevieve. Jerry talked a little bit about Genevieve. I got to bring up something that RHAP talked about that I thought was a good point. I never thought about.
Mm.
She said,
This is what's happening. You're listening to RHAP before you come on here.
"You think RHAP is shitting on Suri?"
I don't know. I feel like you're getting influenced somehow.
Not at all. That no one else has even said that, and that's probably why. Is because like anytime I check, everyone's like Suri, fuck yeah, and I'm like, what the hell is Suri even doing? She's just hanging. I understand she's hasn't been voted out, but come on. But they brought up the Genevieve thing. She let everybody know like I gave the idol to Ozzy, but she didn't let everybody know that she gave the idol to Rizzo because she didn't want one being tracked back to her in case Rizzo got voted out. She could have the boomerang idol all to herself. But they I forgot which one it was, but it doesn't matter. A good strategy could be once you know who gave the boomerang idol to somebody, just vote that person out because then it won't boomerang back to them. Because then if you vote Ozzy out with the idol, now the idol just goes back into the game. It won't boomerang back to that person if because that person's already been voted out.
This is what RHAP said.
Yeah, they pointed that out. I didn't really think about that.
Yeah, but do they always know who found it in the first place?
No, but no, but I'm just saying, like now that they do, like they had known prior. Like I think Rizzo had thought. Well, he questioned Genevieve. Genevieve
And Genevieve
lied.
says no.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
lied to him. But I guess that's why it hadn't come up yet. But yeah, that's what they were talking about was like Genevieve thought she was being sneaky. Like, yeah, I did give one to Ozzy, but not Rizzo. But as for the players, just knowing she gave one to Ozzy, they should vote her out because then you can vote out Ozzy and it'll go back into the game rather than going to Genevieve. It's just
Yeah.
a regular idol at that point. I hadn't really thought about that. I guess because all the players didn't know all the secrets yet at that point. But anyway, um, I also thought I think Genevieve kind of messed up. I do. I think the move is what Chrissy did, where you tell the person in charge the way she did with Jonathan, I'll give you my jury vote if you keep me in this round. I think that was the go-to move, and Genevieve didn't do that. She didn't tell Christian and Rick and Emily or Aubrey, "I will give you guys my vote if you're in the end and I'm in the jury locked up. You have my vote no matter what." I think they would have voted out Joe.
That's interesting.
Chrissy had the right strategy.
Yeah, I think Genevieve thought that them thinking she might have some sort of advantage or something insulated her a little bit. Um, but I mean, she clearly knew she was going. She played the shot in the dark.
Right. I loved that confessional she had where she was like, "Are the odds that Christian will work with me better than 1 in 6?"
Mm.
And then it cuts out the part where she's like, probably like, "I don't think so." I thought that was really cool. Genevieve is like a show woman. I'm a Genevieve
She
fan.
is.
I think so. Yeah.
All right.
She's never had any power in the game of Survivor, which I think is why maybe you are like, "Well, what has she ever done?" And I get that because the most she's ever done is Operation Italy, and she was like the third one included, kind of in that. It was like Andy and Sam and her. But I think she's really smart, and any power she does have, she like maximizes it to it's. I don't know. I'm a fan.
I think
Um,
she's smart. Um, but I also kind of think you put her out 100 times on Survivor, maybe she wins once.
what? 1 in 100? There are 20
Yeah.
people on the cast. You think she would do worse than the average?
Yeah.
Why would you? Well, what has she ever done that's made you think that? Besides, she's had bad luck. Her best ally was Kyle, who got medevac to
I
episode
don't think
one
anyone's voting for her
to win the
in
game.
the yeah.
She would have won her first season. It was either her or Rachel. The whole thing was like, "Hey, Rachel, it's either me or you. Whichever one gets to the end is going to win." And then that's what happened. Rachel got to the end and Rachel won.
Mm, yeah, Rachel deserved to win that season.
And Genevieve would have if not.
All right. She just looks kind of like a lizard, like a like a human praying mantis. I don't.
Okay.
It's hard for me to get on board. Um,
All right.
what else?
Jonathan got told by two players, "Hey, I love your game. You're awesome. I want to be just like you." He got told that by Coach and by Joe.
What's going on with Jonathan's shirts?
I don't know.
He had one T-shirt he was wearing
He's
with a
like
huge.
Tarzan.
He had a huge rip. Yeah, yeah, that was like the one with there's like a sewn area in the front. But then he's got another one with like a big rip in it where just like one of his titties is out at all times.
Mm-hmm. But then his pants are like quilt pants. You know what I'm saying? They're like patches. They're like a bunch of different colorful patches patched
Yeah,
together
he
onto
looks
his
like a
pants.
stoner, honestly.
Yeah, he does. He should be wearing like one of those like what are those things that stoners wear? Those like things you put on.
Oh, like
What am I saying?
poncho or whatever.
Yeah, like kind of like poncho types.
Yeah.
Yeah, he should like have a hacky sack
Yeah.
as his what do they call that thing? Why don't they
Luxury
have that
item.
anymore? When's the last season they had
Been a long time.
what do they call that?
Luxury item.
Look, thank you, thank you. That
I
used to be like one of my favorite things. What's
Ozzy
the
might win
luxury
this
item?
season.
I was thinking Ozzy might win the season. I listen to all these people that Ozzy's with. He's got so himself, Rizzo, and Sari. And then he's also got himself, Christian, and Emily. And then Christian's got the thing. He's got Rick and Aubrey. He's good with
Mm-hmm.
those guys. And none of the strong people are going to want him out. Like all the strong people are going to like Coach Joe, Jonathan, Chrissy, and Stephanie. I'm not even including him with them because he's with Sari on the smart
Yep.
person side. And none of them are going to want him out either. I can't see Ozzy going home soon
He's
unless they're like,
so well insulated. He did a great job pre-merge,
mm-hmm.
and I mean, and he wasn't even an option this week because he won the Exile Island thing. He is this the season? You
If
know,
you had told
I
me
thought it might
before,
be I thought it might be Colby. You know, he came in second his first season, never reached that zenith again. And I thought he might win this season, but you know, he gets twisted out of the game. And but fucking Ozzy, he came in second his first season.
and then he almost won again.
He's playing with a lot more agency this time.
Do we have to talk about Ozzy as one of the best ever if he wins this and then also almost won two other seasons?
I think he might have to.
Even though one had like a weird Redemption Island twist.
Yeah.
That was a little weird. But yeah, kind of crazy. Yeah, I'm super impressed with Ozzy. And if you had told me before this season like Ozzy is gonna win, not to say Ozzy's gonna win, but if you had told me that, I would have been not that excited. I wasn't that excited to see Ozzy, especially after his last season, Game Changers or whatever. He was super underwhelming.
Is
But I love him, just like the
Suri
most of them.
hurting from you because she's just so consistent? She plays the same game,
Maybe.
and that bothers you. You want to see new tricks from these people. Ozzy's the one giving you new tricks this season.
Yeah. I just think I don't know what my deal is with Suri. I just think she's made a lot of blunders.
I
She's doing a
disagree.
lot of right, but she's doing a lot of wrongs.
I don't know what she's doing that's wrong.
Well, I think that it turns out right. Everything turns out right for Suri, so it's hard to say. But I think when she told Rizzo the thing about Ozzy's extra vote, we talked about it. She did that thinking Rizzo's opening up to me only, but Rizzo was telling her and Dee and Tiffany the same thing that vote or
Okay,
Camilla, not Tiffany.
okay, but her sending Rizzo to Exile Island with Ozzy, which was somehow her decision,
Yeah, that was great.
uh, makes that previous choice. So, I mean, she was probably feeling weird about it. She said herself she doesn't usually reveal shit to other players, but she sees that she can work closely with Rizzo. She's already working closely with Ozzy. Bringing Rizzo and Ozzy together pushes her number up in that Rizzo alliance.
Yeah, I thought she handled that well. She bounces back at everything. I just think she's done things this season that I've never seen Suri make any kind of mistake like that. That plus I think that we don't have to get into it again. But if somebody's gonna be medevac, why not let them be medevac? I'll never get over that. And I don't get it. I don't get that. But anyway. So move on. Anything oh, I wrote that Genevieve left as a class act. Gave her jacket to Aubrey.
Yeah.
Aubrey
Yeah.
seemed like genuinely like moved by that.
Real Angelina move. Well, Aubrey was like, "This is like actually a nice jacket. Like, are you sure you want me to have this?" And she's like, "Yeah, take
Yeah. That was really
it."
sweet. Uh so a lot of Mr. Jeff. You like that?
Too much.
It's too much. Camilla left not as a class act. She said, drag that man through the mud. That's what she said about Jonathan.
She said, joking in jest.
No, that was real. Apparently, that was like about a pregame alliance. There's suspicion of a Zoom pregame alliance. I think maybe with some of the stronger people. And maybe this was confirmation of that. Him choosing Chrissy over her. She was like,
Mm.
hey, man, I think they're onto something. Drag that man through the mud. So, Rick, dun 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 dun. We had some of
Yeah,
that this
we
week.
did. We did.
Rick,
Good
not
job.
not the best return from Rick Devens, right?
Well, I think he's playing well. I just
Playing fine. And
he
he's
hasn't
got
been a huge character.
but we did have the moment where Genevieve tells Christian there's talk about there was a quote she said, getting the rats out before the war. And you have to assume people are actually saying that the way she said that. And I think people are being like, yeah, but Rick Devens and Christian, they're the rats you got to get out before the war. I think those two are on the out soon to go, possibly.
I think Rick though, Christian's more insulated than Rick is, and I think Rick is lucky to have Christian.
Yes, but Rick played a season with Aubrey. Like Christian voted out all of his people. Christian doesn't have Mike and he doesn't have Angelina, which could be good for him. But Rick has
He's got
Aubrey.
Ozzy.
He's got Ozzy and Emily. They're his allies. But Rick has them a little bit as well. And he has Aubrey and Aubrey has Suri. So he could be included in that like Ozzy
Yeah,
Rizzo
I
thing.
think so.
But I'm talking about Rick.
Rick has Rick is Christian's number one.
Right.
Christian said that
Oh,
this
Captain,
week.
my Captain.
Right. Twice we heard "Oh Captain, my
In
Captain."
confessional and in reality
Yeah.
to him.
So, you know, I think he's fine.
I don't know. I think I was looking at the numbers and I could see them going out soon. Uh, but he has that idol. Remember that he hit at tribal council?
Yeah, and they mentioned it again, so something will happen with that.
Mhm.
Um,
And
we're
he
down
shouted out Keith
to
now.
yeah. I liked that. That was nice.
Love that.
R.I.P. 14 left now.
That's right.
Yeah,
More like manageable numbers, more like
I
what it's supposed
really
to be.
thought we should have gotten a tribal where with 17 people and three separate votes.
Yeah, there was another way to do this.
I thought that's a more fun way to do it.
Yeah, I agree that that's a possibility. There's something else.
And that
Putting them
feels
in
more
groups of
like
five, I don't like.
Blood Moon.
Right, I think so
Like
too.
hey, you just voted someone out. You're still here. You gotta vote another person
But how
out.
do they handle immunities? Do they just do them all here? They're like, whoever wins first is going to be safe the first vote. Whoever comes in second is going to be safe the second vote. Whoever comes in third is going to be safe for the third vote. How do they
No,
determine
they're safe.
the top three people are safe?
Top three people are safe.
Okay, and then are Ozzy and Rizzo are safe.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I mean
So you
that's
got 17 people voting. No. You got 15 people voting because Ozzy and Rizzo are at Exile Island.
yeah.
Three of them are safe. You got to figure out which three of these 12 people are going home.
That's a lot of you're giving those three a lot of power. Now they're attending three tribal councils where they're safe and have a vote,
It's
which
not,
is
it's just one tribal council.
what?
Three votes at one tribal council.
No, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. Three votes. They get to vote in three different rounds where they're safe and get to have a
That's right.
say.
That's right.
It's a lot of power. No one
Well,
man should have all that power.
Blood Moon. Listen, I don't love the twist. I don't
Right.
think the twist should have happened in the first place. I just think was a more fun way to do it.
Yeah, I hate the idea putting them in groups of five
Random groups of five.
that we don't even get to see.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I did not like how they did this at all. But Survivor. I gotta bring up a funny tweet that I saw where so remember the part where Ozzy or where Rizzo asked Charlie, "Hey Charlie, do you and Maria still talk?" Remember that from earlier this season?
Kind of, yeah.
And Charlie was like, "No, we don't still talk. We don't still talk." Um, I saw some people being like on Exile. He was probably like, "Hey Ozzy, so how are you and Amanda doing these days? Do you guys still talk? What's that all about?" So Ozzy, what got you started on OnlyFans? Just him like asking a bunch of funny questions.
Yeah, that's
Um,
good.
Stephanie Spelly, she shouted out her mom. She said she got bunions and pigeon-toed feet from her
Yeah,
mother, and then she won this challenge. So those like really benefited her.
yeah,
I wonder if you have an advantage if you have that, whatever those things are.
yeah. Those bunions, they might like numb your feet to the pain.
What is a bunion? Can you describe that?
It's just like a blister.
She's had that her whole life.
Yeah, you get like I mean, it's probably not like a problem. She probably doesn't always have bunions, but the like recurring bunions. That's a thing.
That's
Yeah.
terrible. And pigeon toed. I looked that up, and that's like what your sides of your feet are like curved in. That doesn't look good.
I used to be slightly pigeon toed as a kid, and I had to fix it.
How you do that?
It's just like my parents constantly had to like remind me like try and walk with your feet straight because like if you're a kid like you and you're walking like that naturally you'll walk like that your whole life, but if you point your feet forward, like point your toes ahead of you,
Mm-hmm.
then it could correct it, and I think ultimately that happened to me.
You still today had to be like, remember, you got to walk straight, walk
No, no,
straighter.
I don't have to think about it anymore. But I remember that as a
You're
kid,
good
like
parents.
having to like really focus on
That's really sweet of them. I think mine would have
that.
just like left
Let you
me
be
out
pigeon
there.
toed.
I would have
Yeah.
never figured it out. Not even kidding. Oh shit. All right. And then Tiffany. I thought they actually got a lot of confessionals from Tiffany. Just like anytime there was like a random moment that someone could deliver a confessional, we gave it to Tiffany. She had like I don't know how many. I don't check the confessional count, but I feel like she had like 5 confessionals just
Yeah.
randomly.
She'll go home next week.
I thought she was going home this week, honestly. I gotta be honest. Because I was like, oh, we're getting a lot of Tiffany.
No,
This is
but
weird.
sometimes like when they want to remind you someone exists, like they go home the very next week.
Oh, I was hoping it was this week instead of Camilla. But
Sorry.
and by the way, she did Kinsey shout out. You know what I'm gonna say?
Who did?
Tiffany. They were friends. They played together. And
What?
so I think Kinsey did was she would tie her buff into a bow, and that's the thing that Tiffany did at
Well,
the
we saw
tribal council.
Genevieve do it too.
Oh, really?
I think that's just becoming like a new popular way of
Hell
wearing your
yeah.
buff.
Well,
Yeah.
first I ever saw do it was Kenzie, which
All
is
right.
crazy. 46 seasons for someone to think about that.
Yeah, nobody. Well, hey, I don't understand why more dudes aren't Bob Crowleying it.
Meaning,
Wears a bow tie.
bow tie.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good question. I feel like somebody did that in like 42, 43, 44 for like one, and then they got voted out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember. Like Brando or somebody like that. Remember Brando?
Brando.
Remember that guy?
I remember there being a person named Brando, but I can't picture him.
That's all right. Uh, anything else that you want to say about these
I said
episodes?
my piece. Sorry.
All right.
Um, I've said my piece.
I love Suri. I don't want to come off like I hate Suri.
You don't. But I thought she deserved a lot of credit this week, um, especially for the Rizzo Ozzy thing. But
It was just such. She did, but the vote was such D and Emily. Like they're from the same season, and they were just deciding who goes. Also, because Colby had no vote. It was just
yeah.
4 people voting, and D and Emily basically controlled it along with Suri. But I want to bring up also like Coach telling D he must have forgot that D and Emily played on the same season because he tells D Emily said your name that she's going to target
Oh
you.
yeah.
And I love D though. Her reaction was, "Why didn't you tell me sooner? Why didn't you tell me
Yeah.
when you figured that out?" And Coach was like, "Oh, I didn't know. Everybody says names, you know."
And D and coach, it to his credit, immediately knew like, oh, I fucked that up.
Yep, can't do that. Gotta push the Dragon Slayer back down.
Yeah, yeah.
So good, so good.
Yeah. Look, this is
MVD.
still a good season, still the best of the new era or whatever, but like
Is this a new era? Are we kicking off
I
a new era?
I don't know. I hope so.
Nothing's changed. Maybe we get a blood moon every season.
Yeah, maybe we get more returning players going forward.
You think so? I do think that that'll be a thing. I think we're gonna get like a new second chances real soon,
Great.
like a second chances, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But all right. Shout out to the Rangers. Shout out to Sonic Youth.
Yeah.
Shout out
Two great
to
organizations.
who's doing better these days. You think?
The Rangers have had a little bit of a late season resurgence. They brought up some youth that are playing hard, and it's invigorating the team.
That's awesome.
And but and Sonic Youth, Thurston Moore got caught cheating on Kim Gordon, and then the band broke up. So I think the Rangers are doing
They
better than
broke up because
Sonic
of a
Youth
cheating
is.
scandal.
Yeah, they were married.
Married band group.
Yeah, Thurston Moore and Kim Gordon were like my favorite married couple in rock and roll for years, and then Thurston got caught cheating with like a much younger woman, and they broke up, and the
He wasn't
band
thinking
broke
about the
up.
band.
Listen, man, that's the shit. Constantly had the same thing happened with the Arcade Fire.
They were married.
Win Butler was married to Regina Chassain, and he cheated on her. They're making it work. The band. I don't think their marriage is doing great.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
They should think about that. Like, yeah, I could cheat and it could ruin my marriage. That's fine, but it could ruin the band. I don't
yeah,
want it to
but
ruin
I
the
mean,
band.
Sonic Youth. They were together from like 1983, 1982, maybe, all the way to just like a couple years ago. So like they weren't really putting out great new records anymore. Like it's they had their run. I got to see them live a bunch of times.
Wow. Why did what's the band that's brothers?
Mara. Oh,
Why'd
I
they
don't know.
break up, those two brothers?
Who are you talking about? Oasis?
Oh wait, so there you go. What happened to them?
Um,
Cheating scandal?
well, they're back together now.
Right.
But no, they just hate each other. Those two boys have like the biggest egos, and they both think they're John Lennon.
But they're Paul.
No, 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 no.
Better than Paul.
They're the Gallagher brothers. They're their own men.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Well, we are also the Gallagher brothers, me and
Are we?
Daniel. I don't know. Me, you, and Gallagher, your friend.
My friend Gallagher, yeah.
Um, all right, I have nothing else to say about Survivor. I've had fun, even though they actually I honestly didn't have that much fun. I was just kind of in agony the whole time. I was like, oh, this sucks. I
Oh,
did watch it a second
and
time.
did you get interrupted by Trump?
Oh my God, fuck that.
Yeah. I
For a half hour or
yeah.
longer.
I What happened with me was I never watch it live. I start it with enough time so that when I fast forward, I never have to see a commercial. All right.
I didn't know
So
that's how you did it.
yeah, yeah. So I DVR it on my parents' DVR, and then I start it at like 8:45, and then I watch it from like 8:45 to 9:30, zip through. All right.
Right.
Um, but because of the Trump thing, when the Trump speech started, I managed to fast forward the entire speech, but then once I fast forwarded the speech,
Hey, that's
I
lucky
was
though.
up to date.
That's all right.
Yeah, so I didn't have to see any Trump, but I had to watch it live after that, and it was really annoying.
It was just like the tribal councils at
Yeah,
that point.
they took like a fucking commercial break mid tribal council at one point.
But you're honestly lucky. You could have like caught up like with 10 minutes to go left of Trump.
I know. Listen, yeah, I'm not saying I didn't do well,
It
but
was terrible.
I hate commercials maybe more than anything in the world.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
What about racism?
No, commercials.
What about genocide,
Commercials.
homelessness,
Commercials.
starvation, lack of water?
Way commercials.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah.
Um, the fact that people gotta spend so much time working their whole life. You hate commercials more?
That's frustrating, the work thing, but like it's just part of society, and the whole reason for that
So are
is
commercials.
commercials. That
It's a part of society. You
no, no,
gotta
no,
get
but I'm
those.
saying like that's what society is now is you work all your life so that you have a tiny amount of money, and then they want you to spend that tiny amount of money on what they're advertising.
Or spend your time watching their advertisements.
And like 90% of commercials these days are gambling ads, um, uh, uh,
We've
prescriptions.
gotten past crypto ads at least.
Yeah, yeah. It's gambling ads, prescriptions, and cars. That's all you see.
Or a commercial with a famous actor in it.
They're probably, Matthew McConaughey for Lincoln or whatever.
I don't think he does that really much
I don't think
anymore.
so, but I'm just,
Can't even get those gigs. I feel like he is not doing so well.
McConaughey.
Yeah.
He's
What's the
doing
last
fine.
thing he did?
He's doing fine.
Okay. Hell, well, the last thing he did was he's the one that got that ballet thing out of Chalamet. He was the one
Really?
talking to Chalamet when
Oh, that
Chalamet
was
said that.
like, yeah,
They
yeah,
had
yeah.
like an interstellar thing. I think
Interstellar.
they were watching Interstellar together, like a
Really?
screening, because he plays his son in Interstellar. You know?
Oh, I didn't remember that. Hey, come
Yeah.
on, he had the Lost Bus this year.
Oh yeah, whatever. Uh, could have been cool. I like it. But all right, that's it for Survivor Comp Beast. Anything else you want to say, Daniel?
um,
When you
you
gonna
know,
change that phone case? You had that phone case on forever.
I like it.
I like it too. You don't gotta change it. I'm just wondering.
Thanks. Yeah, I just, I don't have anything else to say, but you do you, Survivor.
Go Suri.